Weekly forex market analysis with Millionaire Logistics. Let's shoot. So guys, we'll be sharing with you weekly forex market analysis on the Australian dollar, US dollar, aka the Aud USD. And right here, we're on the weekly chart. So in this content, guys, before we begin, we'll be getting a fundamental analysis of the Aud USD, a top-down analysis and breakdown of the Aud USD, and a forex trading strategy with clarity for trading Aud USD in the coming week. We hope you love to stick around. Meanwhile, like the channel, guys, and don't forget to subscribe and comment below what you get to learn from this analysis, guys. Okay, so right here, the Aud USD weekly chart. Need I forget, our previous analysis, guys, was on the Aud USD, where we actually I highlighted this zone, right, to be our supply level, right, our supply zone on the weekly chart, and we actually took this trade to this point here, right, to our dynamic support and resistance. That's the moving average that we have here, guys. Okay, so guys, if we get likes on this content for up to like 50 likes, guys, we're going to share with you our moving average, and that's for sure. We're going to share with you our moving average and how you can get this same moving average on your charts, guys. But then that's after we get 50 likes on this content. Okay, so right here, what we want to see, right, is this. You know very much how we do our analysis, right? With if price breaks and close below our moving average, we can then look further for more sell opportunities, right, provided that the price is actually coming from a supply zone. So right here, we have that confirmation on the chart. So let's look a little bit into the fundamental analysis of the Aud USD. Fundamentally, guys, the USD has been doing quite well from the CPI from the USD, and we've also seen some figures from the retail numbers and all. But for next week, by next week Tuesday, we'll be seeing the GDP QOQ, that's GDP QOQ report from the US economy, that's on the USD. We really don't have much high impact news from the Australian side. So we'll likely see how the market will react to that news, and hopefully we want to see it move in our direction. Okay, so let's dive a little bit into what's happening on the monthly chart of the Aud USD. Okay, all right, so there's the monthly chart of Aud USD, right? Your Aud USD monthly chart, and right here we can see that the price was quite well at this sensitive level here, right? And the price just after when it took this low, just after when it took this level here, there's very obvious patterns here, very obvious resistance level, right? Just after it took it out, right, there was this reaction on the upside, this rejection on the upside after taking out this obvious resistance levels. So that was where we got this level here, the supply zone here, which we're going to look further when we go into the lower time frames. We're going to see how it originated well. So I know you want to stick further and go to the next time frame with us. Okay, so on the back up, we're going to the weekly chart, right? The network is kind of slow. Okay, we have the weekly chart here, and see how this rejection was formed, right? Taking these very obvious levels here, very obvious resistance levels up here, the resistance levels up here, right? It took the resistance levels, and further we saw this rejection on the upside, right? So obviously Aud USD now is coming down, right? It's on a downtrend, obviously, right, after it has actually done this level. So we want to see Aud USD actually take out this level, but that will be a very long run, right? That will be in the long run. So let's look at what we have on the daily chart. Aud USD daily chart. This is where it gets very much interesting, guys. Okay, this is where it gets very much interesting. So this is the level we're talking about, right? So at this level here, price actually had this very clear resistance levels here that was taken off. So after the resistance levels were taken off, guys, we then saw this very massive rejection candle, very massive bearish candle, right, engulfing a bullish candle. Hence we had this supply zone right here now, with expectations that, yeah, the price may likely come back into the zone, right, to further test the zone before dropping to the downside, but that doesn't happen all the time, right? That doesn't happen all the time. But now this is one provision. This is another confirmation that makes this very much supply zone valid, right? We notice here that the price actually came down and took away this level. It swept this level of liquidity here. That's this support level, retail support level here. It swept it off, and after sweeping the level off, it left some kind of patterns, right? It left some kind of patterns, which we're going to see further when we delve into the 4-hour chart and the 1-hour chart. But right here, we have an obvious level that we should be watching, right, for our take profit, and that is the 4-hour demand, the daily demand zone, which we have here. Guys, I'm going to tell you why, right? I'm going to tell you why. Okay, so what we noticed here was this, right? We have, after this bearish run, after the bearish run, guys, we had this last bear candle, and then we had this very much push to the upside by bullish candles. We had these bullish candles to the upside, right? So what we do have here is also what can be seen as a kind of long wick candle, almost engulfing, right? You can see that there's no wick on the downside, from the downside of this particular candle, the green, the bullish candle here, but there was this form of like volume into the market. So we actually confirmed this zone here to be a demand zone on the Aud USD, and this zone here can actually be our take profit level, right? But then let's see what happened, how this supply zone was very much originated. Now, guys, we have a demand zone which can actually serve as a take profit, midterm take profit, right, for this trade, which could actually give us about 200 pips or thereabout. So on the 4-hour chart, guys, let's see how the Aud USD gave us this very cool supply zone. This is it. Okay, now we see price at this point here. Now we see price. Ooh, 1 minute. Okay. Okay, let me just leave it like this. Okay, so we see price actually take out these obvious levels. So, and Wyckoff kind of formation, right? We can actually have here, either here or here as a preliminary supply, right? And when the price is actually taking off, we have this first takeoff here, taking out this level as our up thrust and other up thrust and up thrust after distribution, right? And we then have the price actually take out the structure. Okay, we then have price actually take out the structure, confirming this zone, right? And then whether the price didn't actually come back into this zone, but after price took out the structure, we saw some very much obvious patterns here. I can actually spot one on the chart, right, where we see big institutional moves, institutional candles, right, with maybe after a bullish momentum to the upside, we see this very quick bearish momentum to the downside in the form of a bearish engulfing candle. But most times they may not turn out to be that engulfing candles, except you look at them on the lower time frame. So we actually, this was exact the level where I actually took this trade, my sell trade from, at this level, right? That's this, right, at this level. And we can see that the price very much came into the zone, right? And when the price came into the zone, it's, you know, and I took my own trade off here because I like the swing trading perspective. So I just take my position and hold, right? So that's pretty much well what I did with the Aud USD. But for other traders, right, they could actually highlight this zone to be an unmitigated zone and wait for price to actually come back into the zone to get some form of sniper entries, which is actually a very cool stuff to do. Okay, so moving further, guys, let's see what we have on the 1-hour chart. Okay, so on the 1-hour chart, you can see very much how the price reacted, right, from the origin. So it's where it originated from, right? So it's where price originated from the supply zone, and you can see very much here that the zone extended up to this point. The zone extended right here, okay, right here. This was the origin. So you can see right here, we saw this very much this candle here, right, followed by, after price had broken the structure, right, it left a kind of a print here that smart money could actually be in the market, bringing this price downwards and coming back into the zone, reacting and actually coming downwards, right, coming downwards in this manner, right, after much. So what can we see, guys? What can we see? Is there any other pattern that we can actually look at? Okay, so right here is very close. It's very close to this zone. Yeah, it's very close to this zone. You can see some other textbook patterns, right? Breaking structure to the downside, natural price breaking structure to the downside, coming down here. So there's this level that I'm watching if price could actually react, and this is right here, right? So I will be watching this level to see how price reacts to this zone, right, for further confirmation to the downside. So if the price Aud USD, if the price by Monday or Tuesday comes into this zone and reacts around this zone, I see that this zone is not broken, I can actually take my trade, my sell trade from this zone to the downside, right? So this is what I may be looking at for the coming week, right? Price to actually come into the zone, right, first, and then I want to see price react in this zone, react a little bit, and price coming downwards. To what level, guys? We'll see from the daily time frame. Price actually coming downwards to the zone, right? Now, if that's a cool thing to do, if you like the idea, guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to leave your comments in the comment section. And guys, don't forget to tell your friends about the Millionaire Logistics channel, and invite your friends, family, loved ones, forex traders on all to actually subscribe to our very growing channel, right? Okay, so now this is something I may want to point out, right? The price on the Monday, as you can see, the price is actually doing some kind of little move here, but second scenario, right, this scenario that the price can actually come down to this level first. There's a demand zone, little demand zone here. The price can actually come into this zone, into this little demand zone here, right? This demand zone, the 4-hour demand zone. The price can actually come into this demand zone, right, first on Monday, and then go back into the zone, maybe do some, you know, range within this zone before dropping to the downside, right? But whichever way the market will decide. But if this level here holds on the 4-hour chart, maybe holds for a period of time, price consolidating, I will be looking at entering a short trade from this point to the daily demand zone there, and see what will happen from the daily demand zone. So guys, our sentimental buyers, guys, for the Aud USD pair is bearish. Okay, so but guys, don't forget the considerations here, don't forget the confirmations, and don't forget to always use a stop loss. So guys, don't stop trading, don't stop believing, and don't stop back testing, and don't stop putting your efforts. And again, don't stop liking and don't stop commenting. So guys, it's Precious, Millionaire Logistics. Let's go take some risk, let's go make some money.